Hey everyone! Welcome to this Webtoon tutorial, kinda-ish, where I'm going to walk through the rendering phase of a Webtoon, the rendering phase of making a Webtoon panel. Since we're two authors, we have two separate roles, and for my co-author, which is my sister, she does the drawing for the characters and I will render it. Imagine making a webtoon like a house. And she'll have the tools, she'll have the bricks and the cement, and she will be passing it to me and I will finish it up and paint the house. So that's like a imagery of how we work. But I'm gonna do my best to give you a walkthrough video of how I did my part, the rendering part. Here, the first step that I usually do is add outline, a darker outline to the hair, and as you will see later on, the background, the face, the fingers, and whatever. And I add for this character Leopold, I add a light brown, palish brown shade to the hair, like for the outline, and it's because like his hair is blonde, so I chose something that's like close to blonde, like darker blonde, and I do my best at outlining this hair. Yeah, outlining is tough, it takes a lot of time, but you know, we all gotta do it, and it's strenuous. Drink a lot of water, guys, and constantly stretch. This is the laborious part of doing a webtoon, the outline. Okay, moving forward. We have color correcting a bit and I'm guessing shading. Yeah. So this shading, I use a light blue, like a pale blue for the whole thing. And later on, you can see me changing the color of the shade just to suit the character and the original, like the color of the hair. So I would choose like a lighter yellow later on, you'll see. I mean, a darker yellow, sorry. Yeah, later on. So my reference point for the shading is choose a light source and shade to your heart's content. And when it comes to webtoon, it's all about speed. So just, you know, lightly choose like a light source. For this particular panel, I picked my top right as the light source, and it's like I just kind of lean towards the left side to shade. You get me? Like it's like I put more emphasis on the left side of the character when I shade. So I'm not really good at shading. I don't really know where to shade, and I think most people are like that because, you know, again, we just want to complete the comic. So it's just like shade more on the left when the light's on the right. So that's what I did here, you know, and I think I spent a little bit too much time on this, but yeah, that's just a learning curve. It's a learning process. We just gotta get through it. And it's the same goes for the rest of the, you know, body, not just the hair. You just shade and shade and shade until you get like a cute lighting. Yeah. The body is also, yeah, that's just shading. We're just gonna shade. Yep. Yeah. Man, looking back at this, maybe I should have shaded more on the left a bit, but whatever. Yes. Oh, I remember this part. I like shaded this and I was like, kind of looks too ugh, so I added like an airbrush to make it more like, you know, blend well. You know, see that looks better. The collar part, yeah, you see the airbrush, yeah, it looks better. So you can just mix and match, like you want an airbrush, do you want cell shading? Cell shading is basically like blocking, like shading. You just shade straight up. You don't like mix it or anything, you just shade it. But you know, airbrush shading is like soft shading, and I feel like most webtooners would do like cell shading more. Oh, here, I just added more like darker like eyelashes because I thought, you know, we can't really see it. And as I said before, see, I redrew the fingers because I personally thought it needed to be redrawn a bit to add like a more dimension to the fingers. And I just recolored the shading to be more like colorful because the blue was a bit boring. And here is the difficult part for me at least, and that's to choose between the highlights. Do we want this highlight? Do we want that highlight? But in the end I think I picked this one, which was the highlight I've been using since forever. I just like it a lot because it's, I don't know, it's something, I don't know. It must be the softness and the, I don't know, I just find it cute. And this is the like white outline that I added on the whole character, like just the surrounding. See, it's on the, just like the general outline of the character, just to add like a more, like to make it pop out a bit more, the character. We added like dimension or something like that, like a 3D thing. I don't know, I saw it in a tutorial once. And this, I took out the background because I thought, you know what, this is like more of a feeling panel, and I just wanted to emphasize his feelings more. So I added like a little like effects background, like a pinkish warm tone to show like, oh, I'm thinking a lot. I'm really sweet and I'm really thinking. And I just added some effects. I'll show the effects maybe in the next video because it's a bit more like intricate. It's a bit more like. So then I added the SFX of the giggle. I was choosing between giggle or he, and I thought giggle sounded like less creepy. And here you go, the final part, and that's adding like this floral thing behind the panels. And I had big trouble choosing which flower to use because I wanted like more cartoony, non-rendered floral patterns. And I ended up choosing like the a weird daffodil daisy thing. I don't know much about flowers, but I thought it was cute. I just used it. Please put some effects behind your panels because I think it's so cute and it adds more to the emotions. And here you go, we just end up doing color correction again and again and again until you get satisfied. And the final piece of the webtoon is the speech bubble. Right, this is a before and after. Thank you for watching and see you next time.